Okay. Whoa. All right, hello everyone, and welcome into the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series, presented by Fly Racing, live on Star Systems TV. My name is Kellen Brower, and joining me, as always, none other than Checkers 448 Chris Riesenberg in the figurative booth tonight. What's up, Chris?
Just realized I missed it by a whopping 3 spots after you had Egro.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, so I'm not really excited right now.
Yeah, well, there's always next week and the week after that until all 17 rounds are up.
Yeah, well, maybe I have an advantage for Daytona. Maybe that'll.
Yeah. All right, so we are at Atlanta, the first Atlanta, as it turns out. We have two Atlantas this year, and tonight is the first installment of Atlanta. And as soon as I load in the game, we'll be looking at 450 heat number 1 any second now. There we go. Oh, all right, so recap of 450 race last week. Alexis Leclerc was your winner. That I think left him fourth in the championship after that win, his second win of the season. But a fifth place for Jesse Mullins allowed Mullins to move into the points lead over Jeremy Smith. So we had a shake-up there last week. This week should be pretty good. This is a warm-up lap. Thoughts on the 450 class this week, Chris?
Jeremy Smith's gonna win.
Oh, yeah?
I just called that before I even see the heat races. I didn't even really pay attention to qualifying for 450s, but he's always kind of my pick to win just because he's so stinking consistent.
Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with Smith, although last week he had a pretty off week getting lapped. It's pretty rare for him, but I agree with you. It's always a good pick to choose.
Looks like Craig Leake's Magic Manning right now.
So if you are new to Race Factory Gaming Supercross here on Star Systems TV, this is a 6-lap heat race. Top 4 go directly to the main. All others go to the semi. Just like real life Supercross, we run a very similar format. The only difference is we switch the heat races around. So instead of 250 heats first, we're starting with the 450 heats, which we are about to witness as 450 heat 1 is on the line. And the gate is down, so we are off and running here in Atlanta tonight. And it's a good start out of the middle for Matt Cromie, who wheelied all the way down the start straight. But Jeremy Smith is going to squeak through the inside and grab the hole shot. Cromie able to triple by him, though, in the rhythm.
Heberlein, the Grave Digger, up in the number 3 spot.
And
Fjellberg 4.
Yeah, Fjellberg right there, and he's
Heberlein
going
went
to
off
jump by
track
him.
there. Demos now moves up into the 4th spot.
So just like that, we are racing in Atlanta tonight.
Heberlein had to double the triple.
Looks like it caused a little pileup back there as we got a fight for the lead already between Smith and Cromie. Somebody didn't leave the gate either.
That'd be Tyler Crane sitting on the gate.
Smith cuts down inside. Looks like he's going to get the move. Cromie's going to race him to the corner and get to the inside. Smith goes wide. Let's
Nice
see who gets
corner by Smith. He's got the inside here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, Cromie shuts the door, but Smith still gets the rut. Cromie going to double across. Triple and crash, so he's down. Here comes Fjellberg.
The inside, though.
Oh!
Not sure what he was doing there. He ran right into the back of him like he wasn't even on the brakes hard.
Huh. Interesting. Well, Fjellberg went down, but he still gets up in third. Now Heberlein sits in second.
Shipley in 4th in the last transfer right now. Cromie in 5th. Michael Gonzalez was standing up for a second, and now he's down.
Well, that's his problem. No, I just saw Heberlein do that bail switch in the split lanes as Fjellberg.
Carlin doing it as well.
So as Chris notified me,
does it too.
Ooh, Fjellberg and Shipley were down, so Cromie gets up into third. But as Riesenberg was telling me coming into the night here, Wheels told him before that there was not going to be any justification or ruling on switching lanes in the middle of the split whoops, so you might see guys jumping across the lanes a lot tonight, which is rather unfortunate, but it's a part of the race tonight, so we're going to just have to sit back and deal with it.
I just might crack a few jokes throughout the night about every time someone crashes because of it. Hashtag Wheels' fault.
Heberlein was down. Oh, and he clips Chromie.
Shipley was down as well. Tyson's up to 4th, and now he's casing the triple.
Oh, he almost gets landed on by Chromie. He has to go wide. Now Fjellberg out there. And Chromie
make up all that time cutting the split.
Yeah.
Oh, here goes Shipley inside for Skez.
Oh!
Michael Gonzalez moving up a spot now, a couple spots from that.
I gotta say, that incident with Shipley and Tyson, I think you can put it strictly down to Tyson plays in first person, and there's no way he knows.
Lapper was down on the landing there.
Looks like Roberts, who wasn't going off the line like you said. Or was that Tyler Crane that you said?
Crane was
yeah, sorry.
Sitting on the gate. He's still there, I believe. Yeah, he is.
Carlin up in second.
Gravedigger running in 3rd.
A little style, too. And cuts the track.
4th, but he's got Fjellberg behind him. Wow, you lose so much time not cutting through the bales there, though.
Yeah, that sucks because it's going to make that section super one line tonight. It really could have been kind of a good passing zone because anybody that goes inside gets the line early but has to double out. You go outside, you double and blitz the whoops.
The guys that raced DMF earlier, they didn't allow them to cut, and they said it made for really, really good racing, a lot of side-by-side action and passing down that section.
Yeah, and
unfortunately, you won't necessarily see that here.
Yeah, not to say that these guys necessarily are bad for doing it, but
look at Fjellberg making the move.
Yeah,
he hit the quad down that rhythm. Dualies over the triple. That's what I like to see.
Chromie's going to get him back.
But he's going 3-3.
Oh. Oh, they're both down. Chromie squared up the corner, and Fjellberg was right there. Fjellberg gets up. Here comes Shipley, yeah.
Shipley going a little bit earlier, actually doubling out of the inside line over into the left.
Trying to reel in Fjellberg, or it is for the transfer spots. So Smith, Carlin, Heberlein, and Fjellberg.
White flag is out.
Yeah, your transfer spots as the white flag is out.
Ooh, Carlin comes up a little short, stays on. Gravediggers holds down 3rd. He's in the bales. He's not stuck in them, though. He's back going still in 3rd. The battle right now looks like it's going to be between Fjellberg and Shipley for the last transfer. Chromie.
Oh! Fjellberg goes down with a lapper. One of the motorsport.com riders that were inside of each other up there got up and crossed the track.
I'm sure Dennis is not raging at all right now.
Not the slightest.
Oh, and he's going to go down again. No, he saves it off the triple.
Shipley all kinds of mistakes, though, as Jeremy Smith takes the heat win. Carlin's going to get a second. Heberlein looks like he's got a 3rd all but wrapped up, so Shipley's just got to survive these last couple corners, and he's on to the main event. And survive he does, so there's your top 4.
I'm guessing Dennis is hotter than a summer day in Iraq right now. Should probably open my chat, see who's in the chat room today.
All right.
Between races, guys, if you want to, head over to fammx.com. They're open for business now. Obviously, Blake Sheeman, one of the MX Sim players who never sits down in the corners, owner-operator there.
Yeah, I actually noticed it looked like he hooked up Tyler Schmidt, MX Prodigy, with a pretty decent pair of graphics.
Also,
last week.
James and James Armstrong all rocking some FamMX stuff on their real bikes now.
All right. I didn't know Matt James was. I thought he was a SD guy for a little while there.
He got Blake printed him some stuff from Fam. He actually just put him on today, along with his race tech suspension.
Cool beans. So yeah, go check out fammx.com, like Chris said. Help out our guy Blake Shyman. As we are now through with Heat 1 here. Shipley, Heberlein, Carlin, and Jeremy Smith headed to the main event.
Well, we don't have cuts in yet, but I don't think they're going to affect anything. Shipley had a big gap over Fjellberg, so. Alright.
Who are we still waiting on? Just T-Crane on the line, is that it?
It's kicked. And
Oh, no, Jack Roberts is still meandering around.
Oh, there he is. I actually downloaded some skins this week, so I can actually see a few people.
Right on. Remember,
is the chat different on the RF Live page? Oh, never mind. The real 371 is posting. I was like, man, it's quiet in there.
yeah. All right, cuts are in. Smith had 3 seconds of cuts, almost lost the win, but ends up being all right. So it is that top 4.
Fresquez is disconnected right now. That's interesting.
Well, he did just finish his heats.
Yeah, I saw it when I was flipping through guys. He was already gone. Hopefully he comes back for the semi.
Oh yeah, for sure. Don't want to lose Fresquez in this championship. All right, so we have got 450 heat number 2 lining up.
Why don't you give us a rundown, Callum Brower?
All right, a rundown in this heat. We have got Rasmus Bemberg, Daniel Batchelot, Andrew O'Hagan, August Sanders, Brandon Berg, Dominic Tiberino, Bryce Whelan, Alexis Leclerc, John Rollins, Cody Penwell, Jordan Vanderlee back this week. That's exciting. Thomas Wilcox, Jesse Mullins, Jerry Robin, Mark Thompson, Matthias Lidman, Ryan Mahan, Frank Cashmans, Matt Burkeen, and Hunter Root in this heat. So that means our points leader, Jesse Mullins, is somewhere. There's a lot of guys down in that first turn.
We got some lineup check action going on. Alexis Leclerc looked like he was leading the lineup check lap, breaking the #1 JLV rule.
How about we be daring and go on board with someone for the start? Go on board with our points leader, Jesse Mullins, for the start here in this heat race. Board is sideways, JLV off the track, and we are set to go for 450 heat number 2 from Atlanta.
Lined up between Vanderlee, who didn't leave the gate, and Hunter Root.
Leclerc looks like he's got the start.
August Sanders going around the inside of Mullins there. And the start, Mahan had it for a second also. And he just gets together.
Leclerc.
Sanders is down. Mullins is bumping through guys. He's going to stay up, at least off the triple. Penwell up in 3rd. Lidman runs in number 4.
So that is what it's like to be on board.
So Tiberino has the early lead.
Yeah, Tiberino with the lead. That is what it's like to be on board with your points leader, Mullins, off the start. Here comes Penwell trying to get around the outside and gets into that second place position.
Mullins not getting off that Dragon's back clean. Has to check up in the rhythm. Hunter Root right now sits 4th, Rollins 5th, Batchelot 6th, Whelan 7th, Mahan 8th. Castermans and Jerry Robin round out your top 10 here at the beginning of the first lap.
Penwell already trying to make a bid for the lead here on Tiberino. Oh, and Tiberino jumps off track.
Penwell jumped too far into the turn and made a mistake of his own.
Here comes Mullins now. Mullins
Hunter Root also working on Penwell. They're going opposite ways down the split.
Yeah, side by side through the whoops, but Tiberino's got the drive as he's able to not double out on the left side.
Takes over 3rd.
Oh, Penwell.
Penwell actually gave him a lot of room. I'm surprised. Maybe he didn't know it was Hunter Root because Penwell and Hunter Root aren't the best of buddies.
No. I was kind of expecting to see something. That's why I looked back and saw him coming in.
Just put Daniel Batchelot in the ground. Bryce Whelan goes by him as well. Not sure if that was intentional or if they just came together. I just saw the end of them flipping.
Yeah. Mahan trying to get his way into the main event. Sits 5th right now. Needs to get himself inside of the top 4, and he's going to bust a quad.
We got a battle for the last transfer right now. Tiberino continues to lead over Mullins right now as we watch the last transfer battle.
Yeah, teammates as it is too. Can't see Penwell's bike because he runs stock models. But they are both on split fire. Penwell going to use the cheater line in the split to get around Hunter Root. I'm with you. I don't want to complain about it, but I'm just going to start calling people as cheating.
Yeah, I mean they're racing. You have to race if whatever the rules allow. You have to do it.
Right.
Unfortunately, so I'm definitely not blaming the riders. I'm not a fan of the ruling. And hey, I'm live streaming with you. I can have my opinion and tell the world about it.
Yep. So Tiberino still leads. Mullins holding down second, Penwell third, and Root fourth, with Mahan bringing up the rear in fifth, trying to close in.
After that triple, that rhythm's definitely producing quite a few different lines right now.
Yeah, I've only been around a little bit this week as Penwell goes down on the whoops, but the little bit that I have been around this week, I've heard an earful about that little off-camber jump.
Yep.
So
Alexis Leclerc moves up to fifth with Penwell being down on the ground there.
Whoa.
These two as well don't really like each other. Now Penwell behind Leclerc, they've had a few run-ins to say the least.
oh, this should be fun.
Here goes Penwell. Oh, he checked up. I thought he was going to run right into him. Maybe he's going to go around the outside here. No, he's going to dive inside.
These guys need to know it's not for a transfer spot, though.
Knowing Penwell, he doesn't care. Chances are he can't race the main event anyways because he probably has to work.
Ooh, Leclerc misses the
the
quad.
quad.
Oh, Root's down with Mahan. Oh!
Penwell lands right into Root. That allows Leclerc into a transfer spot.
Oh, and Rollins just went down at the back of my screen there. He's in the bales. Here comes Bryce wheeling by now. So Leclerc now in that final transfer spot, using that cheater across the lane lines, even though it's not really cheating, but, you know.
Mullins out front, running 49-second lap time so far as his hot lap.
So we missed Mullins taking the lead. It's a shiny looking red plated bike.
Tiberino, nice ride though in second right now.
Yeah, I wish I had his skins.
I have his gear.
I don't have any of his stuff. I don't know why.
I just downloaded a few packs here today for the first time actually for the series now that I'm back at least attending the events. Unfortunately, lack of talent keeps me from racing them.
I don't know if the same can be said for Byron Downen, who says he's going to join me for semis later tonight.
He's going to join us shortly.
Yeah, Mullins with the boner air takes the win. Tiberino second. Mahan looks like he's going to get third. Leclerc all alone.
Curious to see this lap time from Hunter Root. I didn't see the beginning of the lap.
Leclerc down.
The end of it. And Root is absolutely ripping right now.
And Leclerc went down on the finish, so Root gonna get the final
With
transfer
a
spot.
48.6 lap time puts her into the main event. Wow. Leclerc at a 48.4. But he's going to the semi along with Mullen.
Yeah.
Mullins,
Along with Fresquez too.
yeah, there was somebody else in Heat 1 that I was surprised to see going to the semi.
Burkeen, Rollins, Batchelor, Castermans, Wilcox, Lidman, O'Hagan, Thompson, Sanders, Robin, Bemberg, and Vanderlei. So Vanderlei never even left the gate in his Supercross 2015 debut here.
Make sure you check out the archive, Mr. MX198. Thanks for tuning in.
Sad to see MRMX 198 go, but I hope you have a nice Betty by time. What's up, Beast PK Ripper?
Back to the 250 East. We saw round 1 of the East Series last week.
Yeah.
To check out the first look at them tonight on the 250s. Really fun track this week on the 250F, I feel. Definitely some stuff to separate guys out, some big lines that you can do, but are really challenging on the 250F. We saw that great battle in the 250 main event last week between Joaquim Nohr and Jeremy Squidbro that went down to the last turn. Literally, Squidbro in this heat. Devin Davis hopefully has his internet sorted as he's in here as well. Daniel Markham makes his return. Typical 450 rider, but who knows what he can do here in the 250 class.
Should be fun indeed. Remember, yeah, like you said last week, definitely Quite the shakeup for the opening round. Would not have expected to see Schiabro versus Noren going for the win. Big name guys like Rob and Spinelli had some bad starts, so look for them to be up front. Hopefully this week change up the title hunt a little bit more. No, gentlemen, I am not taking shots tonight. I have a lot of work to still get done after I stream, and I don't want to be hammered to do that work. All right, so we are set to go 6 laps, top 9 to the main event. Should be a good one. Who you got for the start here, Chris?
Squidbro.
Squidbro for the start from Chris. I think Peter's going to get a hole shot. Peter's fired up today. So here we go, 250 heat. Number 1 from Atlanta 1 is underway as the gate is down. Looks like your pick, Squidbro, might be a good one as he gets to the corner first. And, oh, just gets beat out. Stanley. Looks like, I think Stanley bumped to Sohn across the track. Oh.
All I saw was a rider stopping perpendicular to Squidbro at the first turn.
Stanley doing boner errors as Haskell is in second with Morin and Heather and Scheiman in the top 5. Gasparian, Davis, Botten, and Schiabro round out your transfer spots currently. Early goings here in this heat race. But it's Brady Stanley up front early.
Looks like no Magic Manning right now for Devin Davis. That's good news.
Hopefully he's not getting DDoS, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I felt bad for him last week. I felt like he was a real title contender in this class, and he puts a lot of time into this and cares a lot about the game. I actually want to see him do well.
Yeah, definitely. I like Devin. I know a lot of people don't, but I get along with him fairly well, so it's good to see when he does well, and I hope Series turns around for him.
With another rider, still gets over the triple. I thought he was going to come up short.
Battling with Bronson, it looks like.
Oh, we got a rider down on the inside of the whoop, so Davis has to check up a little bit.
Is that Haskell? It was Haskell.
Haskell drops back to 8th. Fought Botten right now in the last transfer spot.
Aaron Robertson
on the outside, looking in.
Uh-oh, Daniel Markham.
Oh, big pileup after in the turn before you go onto the start straight.
Oh, it involves Davis with Scheiman. So now Robertson is in. I believe Scheiman is in 9th, and then Davis and Markham outside in, looking in.
Devin Davis right now sitting in 10th. Goes for the double in. It's a big jump on a 250F. We got another rider down in the berm.
Oh, Davis cuts the track. Gets into a couple guys there. His rider's still down.
Intentional cut, but
yeah,
definitely caused some riders to lose some
time.
Robertson takes Robertson, then takes Scheiman out.
Holden Coat just trying to squeeze through.
This shit has hit the fan for the Family Mix team. Where's Squidbro at? Okay, he's comfortably up in 3rd as he's off track.
Still a Brady Stanley lead as Schiabro now goes to 2nd. Or no, 3rd, you're right still. Sorry, Morin was off the track.
Morin won a heat race last week. He's sitting 2nd in this one.
Yeah, looking pretty good. Just needs to put it together in the main event.
Bronson and Shaq battling it out for 4th and 5th. They're playing a little cat and mouse in that corner there.
Oh, looks like Haskell's going to get the spot as he triples into the rhythm. Bronson trying to battle back around the outside, but it's going to go to Shaq.
Fred Heather sitting up in the number 6 spot. He's in the transfer spot. Devin Davis, Holden Coat, Ludwig Bott, and have your transfer spots right now. Blake Scheiman, Team Family Mix Race Tech, sits in 10th. Peter Light behind him. Those guys both out of a transfer spot right now.
Yeah. Edvardson, Fuela, Markham, Hillman, Brian Berg, Samuel Bergeron, Chad Green, Kevin Lelong is buried back there for EMC. Go back up front and see Brady still out front by a ways now. We've lost Morin somewhere as he goes back to 4th.
Oh. Trying to check out the last transfer battle. Looks like Davis has it right now.
Scheinman and Like looks like trying to close up on
him. Got a rider down. That'd be Fred Heather that's down on the ground right now.
So now we got a real battle.
Heather and Scheinman for the last transfer.
Yeah.
I feel like these two are probably pretty evenly matched.
Scheinman trying to get the drive.
Flag.
Yeah. Stanley has already taken the white flag. Scheinman trying to mount a charge here. Is he going to get aggressive fast? Oh, gets the spot.
Heather going to jump on him.
Oh, no.
Goes down, so Scheinman's going to have a gap down.
Watch
Peter
out,
White
boys.
Oh,
no. Oh, no.
So Anton Edvardsen washes out the turn.
Brian Berg is jumping into this mess. Looks like you might land on Peter almost. It was around him.
The Scheinman really just got to keep it clean here on this last lap. He'll have that last transfer. Stanley coming around the last turn looking to take the heat race win.
And he does.
Sciabra running in 2nd right now. Haskell right behind him in 3rd.
Haskell really made a late charge there on Sciabra.
Haskell ran back-to-back 52.3s the last 2 laps. Morin comes across 4th. Holden Coate, Bronson, Ludwig Botten, Devin Davis, and Scheinman's holding 9th right now. He's got 7 seconds. He's got to put it together around the last couple corners, and he'll be main event bound.
So just when he was talking so much crap about himself tonight, when we were talking to him before the race, Blake Scheinman puts it in the main.
Proving you don't have to sit down in the corners to qualify for a Supercross main event in the 250 class. We look through the pack. Edvardsen, Like, Heather, Hillman, Buela, Berg, Markham, Bergeson, Robertson, Green, Lelong, all going into the LCQ.
Bummer deal for Lelong, who I thought last week looked really good, impressed me, but last gate pick for that LCQ is not what you want. So we've got one more heat race yet to go in the 250 class, but 9 riders have already qualified for the main event, and one of them is Blake Scheinman.
I think Stanley's probably feeling a little better not having to go to the LCQ this week after qualifying so well last week and then having to go to the LCQ.
Yeah, he's another guy that I kind of expected to contend for this title a little bit more. And I believe he finished inside of the top 10 last week. I think he just got inside late, but still has a lot of work to do to get up to Norin or Sciabra. Which, speaking of Norin, we're about to see that fresh number 272 red-plated MyTest Racing machine of Joachim Norin in this heat race.
Also, your top qualifier, Kyle Robb, in this one. He didn't have the main event that he wanted last week. Jeremy Henner's in here. We expected him to be a title contender.
Lots of guys looking to make do with their bad races last week. Of course, most of those guys were able to salvage top 10 finishes. Like I said, Spinelli got up to 4th, Robb was 7th, Hinner's 8th. I believe Craig was 10th.
Norin and Spinelli just threw down some big dualies here in the warm-up lap.
And we have got a restart, so here we go.
Drivers, start your engines. Off-road moped hill ramping competition is about to begin.
Looks like our points leader Norin is starting on the outside of the box.
I'm going to keep an eye on him on the start. He's actually got a box on one side and a 125 on the other. Should play in his favor out of the gate here.
Yeah, should have some room to move around. So here we go. 250 heat number 2 is underway. Somebody got a good jump.
On the outside, it looks like the 158 had a good jump out of the start, and then it's getting pulled down the start.
Oh, huge pile up. Oh, man.
Norin is in that pile up.
Hinner's is Henners is down. I see Brock Hardy in there, and Noren
Kyle
was down.
Robb with the early lead. Doug Oakley in second. Jay Nass, Spinelli, Reed Young, Carson Tickle, Ivan Medina all getting through clean. Oh, Oakley was leading. He's down. What? Jay Nass goes to lead. Spinelli second. Young third.
Here we go.
What happened to
Big
the two
shakeups.
motorsport.com riders? Oakley sits in 8th right now. And Rob, your early leader, is nowhere to be found. There he is all the way back in 15th.
Wow, this is really shaking up early on here.
Riders everywhere right now in front of Kyle Robb on the ground.
Henners puts the move on Oakley. Bugler, Hardy coming through, then Migliorini, and then Kyle Robb.
Benelli going around the outside, going for the lead, doubles in, jumps to the right-hand side of Janaz. Checks up, though.
Naz hangs on for now.
Oh, Reed Young cross-jumping Carson Tickle. Tickle then squares him up.
Oh, Ivan Medina and Reed Young almost get together, and then Ivan Medina goes down hard.
Here comes Joaquin Noren up into the number 5 spot. Henners sits 6th.
Oh, Noren missed a triple. Henners going around the outside.
Cross on the triple. They were both in the transfer spot. They're going to allow Kyle Robb to go by.
And Oakley. And Hardy and Medina. Along with Seabolt and a guy on a 125. That's Tanner Rogers.
Tony Spinelli continues to lead. Daynaz up in the number 2 spot with Carson Tickle right behind him.
Must be putting that money to good use this week.
Yeah, he must have bought himself some new gear. I think that's the best looking gear that I've seen on out of any of the riders so far. I like that setup a lot.
That might be because you guys have it?
No, we don't have it.
I thought you guys were running Fox stuff this year.
Don't think so. I don't even know what we're wearing. We're not wearing Fox, I don't think, though.
Let's find one of your
Answer. We're wearing
teammates.
Answer.
Oh, that's right, Answer. I see. I was confused because when you guys had KTM's in the off season, you had Fox.
Yeah, and just the whole setup with the numbers and stuff. I'm guessing August Sanders hooked that stuff up. Looks really good.
Yep.
I like it.
We got a lot of riders.
Buy him some riding tips to lower his lap time, though, because he's got company from Janaz and Jeremy Henners right now. Kyle Robb not far behind, laying down some heaters. The huge gap from 5th to 6th. Seabolt right now holding down the 6th spot. Ooh, Robb went for the quad out of the rhythm right there. I don't know if you caught that.
I didn't. I was going back to see Noren as he's battling with Reed Young. I believe these guys are both in transfer right now.
Noren sits 8th and Young 9th.
Bugler trying to work his way up.
10th, and he looks like he's charging right now.
Oh! Tanner Rogers got landed on by Felipe Migliorini.
Bugler going for the last transfer up the inside right now before the triple gets the spot. Bugler, although back in 9th, looking really good right now. I'm watching him.
Yeah.
Putting down some heat. Look at him going up the quad. He's going up the inside on Joaquin Noren.
Bugler, former title hopeful in 2013, definitely has some speed. Former main event winner in this class.
They're down a 50-second lap time there. Benelli also in the 50-second lap times. He's out front. Tickle's in the 2 spot. Kyle Robb, though, battling, gonna dive up the inside. So Kyle Robb recovering well after that early crash.
And those guys both got around Janaz.
Both those guys get that rhythm clean. That's a tough section on a 250F.
White flag in the air for your leader, Tony Spinelli.
Bugler jumping around on Noren again, 8 and 9. Reed Young does a front flip and holds it together to hold any hope of a transfer spot right now. He's got to put a charge on. He's got to hope for a mistake from Noren or Fugler right now.
Yeah, it's crazy how well Noren and Fugler have been riding these last few laps, and they're still 8th and 9th, so it just shows you how important starts are. Guys
Bugler
are more
blew
consistent.
That rhythm section. Reed Young gets it. He's still got a shot at this thing. He needs another mistake to get into striking distance, though.
Spinelli with the
crosses
win.
the line.
Yeah. Tickle gets himself up to second.
Wow, Rob fell all the way back into the 4 spot.
Yeah.
Inner's going to be 5th. Seabolt, Oakley. There's Noren and Fugler. Looks like Reed Young going to come up a little bit short unless Fugler has a mistake here in this last turn.
Smooth sailing for Fugler, so the top 9 are on their way to the main event from 250 heat number 2. We got Fugler, Noren, Oakley, Seabolt, Hinners, Rob, Janez.
Bad for the guys that drew heat 2 tonight. It looks like, I feel like that was definitely a little more stacked heat.
Yeah, no kidding. And Tickle and your winner, Tony Spinelli, headed to the main event. And cuts are in. Fugler cuts, but doesn't matter. So with that, I'm going to send you guys to a very fast commercial break. And we'll be back on the other side of this with more of the 2015 MotoOption Supercross Series presented by Fly Racing.